dead across the room. I wanna meet you at a slow dance. I wanna meet you but it's too soon. I wanna meet you but I can't speak. Or dead across the room, but I am trying. Stuck beneath the spinning glow of a familiar hue. Struck by your impression like all love goes next to you. But I will try to stand and make it down the hall. But in the sound, I'm barely here at all. I wanna meet you at a slow dance. I wanna meet you but it's too soon. I wanna meet you but I can't speak. Or dead across the room. I wanna meet you at a slow dance. I wanna meet you but it's too soon. I wanna meet you but I can't speak. It's not the same when I'm with you. You open up, I fall right through. Came out a different shade of blue. It's not the same when I'm with you. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in. When the tide comes in. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when you call again. When you call again. How long's the shoreline anyway? I've measured every other day. Tide washes all my work away. How long's the shoreline anyway? But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in. When the tide comes in. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when you call again. When you call again. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in. When the tide comes in. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when you call again. When you call again. Oh, I'm not supposed to answer. I'm not supposed to know. Oh, that the silence answer. I've got to let it go. Oh, I'm not supposed to answer. But it's always a surprise when, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in. When the tide comes in. But it's always a surprise when.
To praise myself. You know what I forgot to do last time we played? Hold on, does it still work? It does. Okay. I totally forgot to use these last time. Oh, wait, I think it's the model. It shouldn't matter. Yeah. Sometimes the loading like multiple hotkeys at once messes up the it messes with the like other redeems and things like that. So I tried. Hopefully be fine. I'll just do this a little bit. Am I too tall now? I feel like I'm too tall now. Oh my god. Yeah. It's a little tall. She Pokemon him. Like, what does that even mean? Oh, I need to change my where? Yay! Okay. Sure, the audio's there. Yes, the audio's there. Okay. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Been cat sitting Thursday, and the cat doesn't let me sleep. Then I've been. Right? I swear, did we see this already? Grovyle's been captured. Oh, I did not see this yesterday. I did not see this last time. Oh, crap. Oh, it was because a couple of days had to pass. That was why. Oh, it was like a couple of days had to pass before it was like, before they like found him. Okay. Hi, Zero. Sorry, I'm a little out of sorts. Just exhausted. Tired and I'm in a lot of pain. But it's only one more day. It's only one more day until I'm back in my bed. It sounds like you just ran upstairs. No, no. Just really tired. I'll keep looking over and I feel like I'm not large enough. Yeah. I'm just, ow. I've been sleeping on my brother's couch for the last, I started on Wednesday or Thursday. 4 days. I've been sleeping on my brother's couch for the last like 4 days, and I have sciatica, and so it's just really been aggravating it. I still have one more day until he's home, and then the cat doesn't let me sleep very much, so I'm cat sitting right now, and I'm staying over at his house, and I feel like bad because they only have one bed, right? They don't have a guest room, and so I feel bad like staying in their bed, and so I've been sleeping on the couch, and it's been 5 days, or well, 4 days. It's been 4 days. It'll be 5 days today, but it's been 4 days, and just my sciatica is just going a little wild, and it really hurts to sit on this chair, actually. But I'm honestly just kind of okay being like in my room for a little while because I came home to stream, right? And so I'm like, I'm just in my own space. I'm existing in my own space in that the cat is not clinging to me in, and I just I'm in this like I'm not even around people, but I'm like, I've been so socialed out by this cat, just constantly needing to be the center of attention, and like all like it's crawling, it's so heavy. He sits on me all the time, which is like fine until he decides to sit like square in the center of my chest, and he's like 18 pounds. This is a big cat. He's like 17, 18 pounds, and so he sits directly on my chest and it crushes me. I'm like amazed I don't have brute. But when he's not sitting on me, he's like screaming through the apartment and causing trouble, and then I have to try to like wrangle him over to the couch, and when I wrangle him over to the couch, I'll get him to sit down for like a little while, but if I even flinch, he's suddenly awake and he's meowing, and then he gets up, and then trying to get him wrangled back to sleep is like it's impossible. And then when I try to sleep, if he'll like sleep next to me, and when he does, he really really likes to attack anything that is underneath the blanket, and so anytime that I so much as shift, he bites me. He'll like attack my legs while I'm asleep, or like if the couch is uncomfortable and so I'm like shifting just to try to get a little bit more comfortable, he'll bite me. So I'm happy to be in my room for a couple of hours away alone. I guess so. That's why I'm exhausted. I'll have one more night. My favorite EB. Thank you. I forgot to put the EB ears on last stream. Good to see you. I probably should be reading this out, but I already started the scene. I feel kind of bad because I didn't realize that we hadn't seen this yet. Stretch hurt. Okay. Yep. Esnora's going home. Are you back to the future? How do you go back? I do not claim to understand the process, but I have heard that they will go through a tunnel. They call it the dimensional hole. He opened a dimensional hole in the town square, I'm told. Dustnor told us that he wishes to say goodbye before he leaves. Therefore, he hopes that you will come to see him one last time at Treasure Town's square. Hey, well, what are we doing here? Let's hurry. We have to get to Treasure Town. There's just a straight up portal. Okay. Everyone's here. Hey, I don't see Dusknoir around yet. What's that? That's a dimensional hole. Dimensional hole? Oh, what Magnemite was trying to explain earlier. Golly, this is it? That's something. So, stepping inside this here thing will take you to the future? Out. Stay clear. The instant you touch it, you'll be sent to the future. Please be extremely careful. Ooh. Oh, Yuxi! Esprit! And Nazop too! Chatters! You're all safe. Glad to see that. Naturally. So, did the plan succeed? Yeah. You have to hand it to the Great Dusknoir. It was flawless. Grovyle's been captured, and we regained all of the time gears he'd stolen. Yes, I'm so glad!
Dusknor should be along shortly. Oh, who's that? It's the Great Dusknor! Here comes the Great Dusknor! Everyone, make way! That's Grovyle? Looks like a bad guy, that's for sure. Great that they finally caught him. That's right. The world was nearly ruined because of him. Everyone, today I would like to share excellent news with you. Finally, Grovyle has been captured. This was all made possible by this. Oh my god, this was all made possible by your selfless support and cooperation. I can't thank you enough. As you can see, Grovyle is a vicious and wicked Pokemon. His capture should result in the lasting peace for your world. Looks like they've got Grovyle muzzled. Say a word that way. But I must also deliver a sad piece of news. It is time for me to return to the future. Everyone, I must now bid you farewell. Oh, that was true, hey? Feeling the blues. There was so much I wanted to learn from you, yup. Yuxi, Mesprit, Azelf. I entrust you with the rest. Yep, we know. You got the time gears back, and we'll make sure they're returned to their rightful places. The task is yours. Thank you very much for everything. You have literally saved us all. Oh, no. You have been most kind and helpful. I hope you will continue to work to preserve the peace. Yes, you can depend on that. Now, I'm afraid that the time has come. They're just gonna shove him? Yeah, they're just gonna shove him. Oh, the Sableye are going with him? Everyone? Though it pains me. I hate sad goodbyes. Hope we see you again. Aw. Dusknor, sir. Oh, yes. Before I go, I must see 2 Pokemon, Chatters and Summer. Let's go up there. So this really is goodbye. Dusknor, sir, for everything that you've done, thank you, sincerely. Well, this is goodbye. Or is it? Pardon? It's too soon for farewells. You two are coming with me. Blizzard. Oh my gosh, Chatters! Summer! What just happened? Dusknor was a bad guy all along. It's not like he was a ghost type or anything. They always make dark types or ghost types the bad guys. Which, like, or poison types. It's always ghost, dark, or poison. One or the it's like one of those 3, and like never anything else. It's always those 3. I was kind of hoping that they would like break the stereotype. They did not. I was like banking on it. I was like, maybe they're actually gonna make him like a decent person. No, never. Occasionally psychic. Yeah, sometimes psychic. Psychics is usually like, it seriously depends. Psychic is usually, it like seriously depends on which one. Because like I know that they paint Drowsy a lot. Drowsy and Hypno tend to always, and like occasionally Alakazam, like the ones that you think of when you like first think of psychic types are usually the ones that they stuck as villains, and then others like off to the side are just kind of like fine. But it's usually one of those like 3. It's usually Hypno, Drowsy, or Alakazam that they make like a villain. Ugh, what is this? I was
dragged and consciousness again. Oh my god, this is the future? What happened? Also, wait. I'm really confused by the whole future thing, because I really don't get how, like, the future thing works, because, like, usually they talk about, like, butterfly effects. Like, if you do one thing in the past, it'll affect the future kind of a thing. I don't know if that's going to apply here. Surprise. Okay.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, Master Dialga. While I encountered more difficulty than anticipated, I have finally succeeded. In the capture, yes. I fully understand what must be done. Those who seek to alter the course of history must be removed from history. I will see to the elimination immediately. I understand. As you wish. I take my leave. Hey, Summer? Wake up, Summer!
Oh, we are in a prison cell. I thought we were just gonna be, like, dumped on the side of the road.
You're awake.
Place, I think it's a jail? Jail?
I just woke up a little while ago, so I'm not sure what's going on. I tried opening the doors, but they're locked. Means there's no way out.
I think we've been locked up. Ugh.
What's going on? We're locked up? Don't know what's going on either, but I may as well investigate.
After a thorough investigation, I have determined we're in a cell. That is certainly a rock. This is definitely a rock. I think it's a rock. I could be wrong, but I think it's a rock. Summer tested the doors. The doors failed to open.
Oh, good. Chatter said these doors won't budge.
Sure looks like we have been locked up.
How did we end up this way? I think what happened was Dusknor grabbed us. He dragged us into the dimensional hole. What?
Wait, so is this maybe... this the future?
That's...
I can't believe this. I mean, this is the future? Why are we even here? Ugh, but this whole room is built in a way unlike anything I've ever seen. Now that I've had time to think, this actually is the future. Summer, are we really in the future? Oh, now what are we supposed to do? So if this place is the future, how are we supposed to get back to our world?
They're awake. How convenient. Alright, we'll do this quick.
Do this quick? Do what? Ah! They blindfolded me. I can't see a thing.
Come with us. How? Don't push!
Ugh. Blindfold makes it impossible to tell where we're going.
Where are they taking us? We're here.
He's just been tied up. Where is this? What is that word? They have me trussed? Have me trussed up?
Can't move.
This is happening.
Oh! Chatters! Oh, am I glad to see you? Are you okay? You're clueless about what's going to happen. I guess you can afford to be nonchalant about it.
Pardon?
Voice came from over there. Grovyle? You too. Any inkling about where you are? Oh. This is a stockade. Preparing to get rid of us for good. What? Get rid of us? Wait a second. I can understand what they would want to get rid of you, Grovyle, but why us? We haven't done anything wrong. I could care less. You must have done something they can't tolerate. What? We haven't done anything bad. Don't think we're like you. I don't care. You're wasting time losing your cool. Meanwhile, look. Here they come.
I'm so sad that they're making Sableye out to be like a villain because I love Sableye. Sableye is like genuinely one of my favorite Pokemon. Stop generalizing. Who are they?
They're the jailers who do all the dirty work around here. They also happen to be Dusknoir's underlings.
What?
The Great Dusknoirs? Hey, it's Dusknoir! Lord Dusknoir, the three have been tied to the stakes. Good. Dusknoir, sir, it's me, Chatters!
Oh, now we are Eevee, not Riley this time. I forgot to put the Eevee ears on, on Monday. I'm supposed to wear these for Mondays, but the, Riley will still, like, work. It's still, like, a redeem. Sableye do be shifty looking. I mean, it is shifty looking, yes, but, like, I love Sableyes. They're such creepy little weirdos that eat, like, they eat gems or something. I think their, like, Pokédex entry says that they, like, eat diamonds. They live in caves and they just eat rocks and like but their favorite thing to eat is like gemstones. Goblin. They're literally they live in caves. They're little weirdos that live in caves that eat gemstones and rocks. They're rock eaters.
Very well, Sableye. Those three, we need to be rid of them.
What?
Pay them no heed. You may get ready. Wait a minute, Dusknoir, sir! What's happened to you? Why are you doing this to us? Don't waste your breath. Instead, keep your voices down so they can't hear you. My voice down? You too. You want to get away? Your full cooperation. What? Help you, Grovyle? No time to think, or would you prefer to stick around for them? Hey, you there. Tell me, what can you do right now? What can I do? Just ask me that out of nowhere? What to do?
Use an item, use a move, or attack. Well, I'm tied up, so I can't attack. I don't think I came here with any of my items. Use a move? A move. It'd work, but no, that's no good. Trust up, so we can't move. It has to be something that you can do instantaneously. It doesn't have to be flashy. Can't you just do anything more basic? Or not helping. What to do? Oh god. No, an item's no good. We're tied up and unable. I meant to pick attack, but I accidentally clicked down one too many times. Should be something that you can do instantaneously. Attack! That'll do. It's just a regular attack. I can help too. Good. Then we're ready to begin. Very well. Be vigilant to the end. Don't take your eyes off of them.
Especially that Grovyle. Commence now. Coming! Listen carefully. Sableye uses claws to strike. Oh, that sounds scary. They might just open one avenue for escape. Sableye will unleash their Fury Swipes in a frenzy. That's our chance. If even one of their attacks were to hit the ropes binding us... Oh, right! The ropes might come loose. Exactly. And if that happens, lash out with an attack, then flee. But what if their furry? What if their Fury Swipes don't slash the ropes? What was your reaction to the plot twist? Was it just like, I knew it? I mean, yeah, it was essentially just, I knew it. Because, I mean, they always make ghost types and dark types and things like that. I wasn't expecting Grovyle to be a good guy, but I was like, they always make ghost types, dark types, and poison types like villains. So while I was really hoping that they were gonna subvert my expectations and make them not a villain, I kind of had this feeling, like the more they knew, and the fact that they wanted everything to be done alone, I guess I just wasn't surprised. Unfortunately, I wish that it was more surprising than it was. Dialga kind of threw me for a loop, though. I'll admit that. And what if Sableye doesn't use Fury Swipes at all? That happens, we're done for. Garrett, your chance. They keep going. Be down before our chance comes. Hey! There's a break in the ropes. Now, attack. Go. What is this? There. Can't see. Compose yourselves. It's only a luminous orb. The effect wears off quickly. Agatha all along. Oh, there's more to see. Oh. Grovyle. He fled using the flash from the illuminous orb. Cover. Won't get away with this. Come. Are we hiding behind the pillars? Oh, we were in the ground. Never mind, I thought we were just gonna be hiding behind the pillars. Oh, I got dirt in my mouth. We're safe. Oh, Grovyle can use dig? Sure knows a lot of moves. Out of that scrape. Not out of the woods yet. Let's get out of here and fast. Why are you helping us? We kind of got you captured, dude. Why are you helping us? Hoenn Squad. I did notice that, yeah. That it was like, oh, they have It's Me, Mudkip, and Torchic. Or I'm a Mudkip, and then we have Torchic, and I was like, oh, then that's the evolved version of Trico, and I don't know if that was on purpose. I don't know if the game like will pick like if it's always Grovyle or if it's like somebody different. I just thought that was kind of funny. Maybe he doesn't know we helped. Oh, maybe. Well, no, because he saw us. Because he attacked us initially to get one of the time gears. And we were with, and Dustmar came to save us that time, so I would assume that they're in cahoots. It's always Grovyle. Aw. So this was just a coincidence that we have to be that happened to be the Hoenn trio. Come on, this way. We need to keep running until we hit the exit. On, Baster, pick it up. Running as fast as I can. Don't order me around. Anyway, Grovyle. What? Is this the future? Right. You catch on fast. Oh, it is after all. Are we gonna be able to get back to our world? Knows. We just need to get away from here for now. Get caught returning home will be the least of your worries. Run faster. Yeah, can't. I'm exhausted. We're almost there. Look, the exit's right there. Ugh. We did it. We're outside.
They don't know we were on friend terms. All right.
What? What is this?
I need chicken legs get faster than leaving Grovyle. True. I don't know how I kept up then. I have 4 legs instead of 2.
It says, our world? In the future? Boulders are floating. It is weird. It's so dark. Even the wind blows. If all movement. As if everything's been stopped. Exactly. Pardon? Oh, I hear the Sableye. We have to keep running. Hey, Grovyle. Dead tired. There's no time to rest. They catch us, we're done. Tough it out and run. Easy for you to say. I can't. I have to rest. Right.
Waiting for the day when a mystery dungeon game makes a Sylveon the main villain, but then goes just full on snooty Ojo-sama. Is that not essentially what Lusamine was? Is that not essentially what Lusamine was? Because like her entire team was all fairy types, wasn't it? Maybe not her whole team, but like a lot of her team was fairy type.
This forms a natural alcove. This should shield us for now. For quick rest, we have to get moving again. Wait a minute. When we escaped from the stockade, we were cooperating with you because we had to. But we never promised we would go with you afterwards. A bad Pokemon like you, I can't trust you. Chatters. So I'm the bad guy, and that Dusknoir is the good guy? Then how about explaining Dusknoir's actions earlier? It wasn't just me. They wanted you gone, too. It was all really pretty feminine Pokemon, because I remember Clefable and Milotic. I remember Clefable, I remember Milotic. I feel like she had a bug. She had, like, a bug type, I think, but I don't remember which one. I'll have to look up her team, because I swear to God I thought her team was supposed to be fairy type, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just supposed to be, like, aesthetically pleasing Pokemon, which is a very interesting way to, like, do a team. But that doesn't mean I can just trust you, Grovyle. Hi, Gold. Earning your trust isn't an easy task, it seems. I thought that having allies would help, but no point in continuing together without trust. We'll go our separate ways. I'm staying on the move. You two should be moving as soon as possible. I'm pretty straight today. I'm doing okay. I'm in. Honestly, if I was to be honest, I'm kind of in pain right now, like quite a bit. I'm in quite a bit of pain. I am running very low on energy. You're thinking of Lilligan? Oh. I'm cat sitting right now for my brother, and so I've been staying on his couch in his apartment for the last like 4 days, and I developed sciatica as a teenager, and so it's just really been aggravating. My sciatica and my lower back just really hurts, and then just I haven't been sleeping very well. One, because it's an unusual environment, but also because his cat is a massive fucking bully that like literally bites me in the middle of the night, because if I even shift under a blanket, he will bite. Sciatica is spelled like this here. It's I know it's such a strange word. Sciatica is spelled like that. And sciatica is essentially you have like pain that shoots down from your lower back through your leg, like just shoots straight down. It's typically formed by people that are constantly sitting or constantly standing. It's really common in retail workers because they have like
they stand for extremely long periods of time with no breaks for several years, keep going on. And so it's really common to see in retail workers and athletes. And so I developed it as a teenager, and it's one of those things that never really goes away, you know? You learn to live with it more than cure it. And so that's why I can't do subathons over a certain amount of time, because if I'm not constantly like getting up and down from my chair, it will trigger an attack. Is not really the best way to put it, but like it's basically my sciatica will flare if I sit for extremely long periods of time, or if I stand for extremely long periods of time. So I have to just kind of constantly thing. But it also, because I've been staying on that couch, because it's not exactly good for my back, it's not helping, and so just I'm in pain. I'm very tired and I'm in pain. My brother's cat just keeps me up all night and then bites me in the middle of the night out of nowhere, which just wakes me up, and it's only one more day and then I can finally sleep in my own bed again, where I can stretch out, where it's not going to hurt me. I've essentially been sleeping in a tiny little ball for the last like 4 days, because the freaking cat will literally, like, it takes up so much fucking space. Oh, like lower back pain. Although I don't think the lower back exists. My vocab has been expanded. It's the thing is that it's not really your lower back. I mean, I guess it can be. It's mostly in your leg. It starts in your back. It starts in the lower part of your back, and then it will like shoot straight through your leg. It's enough to knock you to the floor. Like, it'll be like a sudden, like a lightning bolt has shot down your leg, and it used to send me to the floor. I would be working, and I would just like, I'd be walking normally, and then suddenly I would have, it would go through my leg, and I would literally fall to the floor. And I scared a couple of coworkers doing that, and I still scare my mom every now and then when it happens. To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if I had sciatica. It's actually really common. Really, really severe cases are less common, but like everybody can have this kind of pain, but having it chronically is a little bit more rare. But it's super easy to develop, I guess. So just stay active is my best. Stay active, but also like be careful, I guess, is my best way to say. Don't develop it. It hurts really bad, and there's no way to cure. There's nothing you can do. You literally can't even take any medication for it, like, because it'll be there and then gone. It'll be there and then gone, and then like 3 hours later it'll hit you again. So it's like you can't take like pain meds for it, because it just doesn't work. It doesn't help. It happened to me once just not long ago. Yeah. I feel like I have a bunch of like really weird like health issues. So actually sitting in this chair really hurts. So Lucamine's team is Clefable, Lilligant, Mismagius, Milotic, and Beware. Beware is a fairy type. Clefable's a fairy type. Lilligant's grass. Mismagius is a ghost. And Milotic is, I think... Milotic's a psychic type. Psychic water. Is it a gaming chair? It's not. I have an office chair. I have an office chair that's intended to be sat in by people that are going to be sitting in chairs for like 8 hours at a time. The problem is, though, that because I was already experiencing pain before I sat down here at the chair is just kind of not helping right now. In general, the best thing I could do for myself, honestly, right now is to just go into my living room. I heard that gaming chairs are really bad for your back. I have heard that too, actually. That's why I wanted to get like my big comfy squishy chair that I have now. Where is a normal fighting? I thought it was oh no, I think Stuffle's. But the best thing I could do for my back right now, honestly, is to take some pain meds and then go lay on the living room floor, like on my stomach. Just like, actually maybe on my back, I don't know, just to straighten it for a little while, and then just like hope that it helps. I only have one more day. I'm so excited to be back in my to be back in my bed. Anyway, there's the reason why I'm really tired and I'm in pain. There's just kind of nothing that I can do about it. My back kind of feels like right now, like it kind of feels like you have like you need to crack your back, but like nothing will crack it. It's just sore. It's like I've been lifting boxes all day, kind of like sore, you know? Like that's how it feels. You say to leave soon, but it's dark out now. It's hard to see where we're going. Instead of staying on the move right now, shouldn't we wait until morning? Wouldn't it be better to leave when it gets light out? That isn't possible. I hate to say it, but morning doesn't. What? This world, your future, is the world of perpetual darkness. Sun never rises, so morning doesn't come. The darkness persists forever. Why? Because the planet's been paralyzed. Planet is paralyzed? Planet's paralysis. The planet's paralysis! That's right, I remember now! Dustmore described the planet's paralysis before. It was nothing less than causing the planet's paralysis. The planet's paralysis? Yes, if a planet becomes paralyzed, all movement upon it is ceased. When a time gear is removed, the flow of time slows in its region. As many more are taken, time slows in an ever larger area. Eventually, the planet's flow slows down so much that it stops entirely. The planet reaches a state of total paralysis. The planet's paralyzed. What happens to the world? In a world where the planet has become paralyzed, no wind blows. The day never comes. Neither spring nor summer ever come, and in the world of unrelenting darkness, it would be no exaggeration to call it a complete ruin of the world. That's paralysis. If it's true that this place appears just like Dustmore described it, but even then, hard to understand how the planet has been paralyzed in the future. You're free to believe or reject what I'm telling you. Either way, I suggest you leave here as soon as you can. I'm going. Don't let those Sableye catch you. Summer? I don't know what to think anymore. Wasn't the planet's paralysis supposed to be caused by all the time gears going missing? That's why we tried to stop Grovyle from stealing the time gears. We did everything we were paralyzed. Oh, have I been saying it wrong? Paralysis? Am I? No, it's paralysis. It's paralysis. Am I stupid? Was I saying it wrong the whole time? I feel like I'm stupid. Was I saying it wrong? No, I'm right? Okay. We did everything we were supposed to, right? See, and the others said that they'd returned the time gears back to their rightful places. It should have prevented the planet's paralysis. But, despite all our efforts, thank you for the follow, your rich future boyfriend. I took one look at you. Oh my god. I love your username. Oh my god. I have to update this. Oh my god. Oh no, not 3,000. 3,7. There we go. I don't know why, but whenever you say paralyze, I can't help but think it's paralysis. I have never played a mystery dungeon game. Do you like them more than normal Pokemon? I don't know. So this is the first Pokemon game, not Pokemon game. This is the first Pokemon mystery dungeon game I've ever gotten this far in. So like, I'm having a good time. However, I do like base Pokemon as well. I just think that because they are so drastically different, it's really hard to compare the two together. So if I had to pick one over the other, I do prefer regular Pokemon. However, as a side series, this is absolutely the best Pokemon side series. Like the Ranger games are like really good and all, but I genuinely would say that the Mystery Dungeon games are absolutely slept on. Why is the planet still paralyzed? In our future. Well, I don't know who or what to believe anymore. The Rangers are good like Shadows of Almia. I have heard really good things about Shadows of Almia. I have it, I just haven't played it yet. I've heard the Ranger games are pretty good, are like pretty good on their own, but just I genuinely think that the Mystery Dungeon games are like really well done. And I feel like it's such a shame that that so many people just kind of like don't even bother with them. I feel like that about a lot of the side games for series technically, because like I feel like side series were given to developers that genuinely loved the series, only to just be given like a series and go, okay, we see you have a great passion for this project. We're gonna give you a side game so that you can put all your creativity into it. And then they do, and then they like don't market them. They barely market them, or they like don't even like bother telling people, oh, these games are super cool. You should go check these games out. And so people just don't either. They don't know they exist. They don't play them, or they just completely skip them because they don't think that they're necessary because they're side games. Because they're not necessary because they are side games. But that doesn't mean they're not amazing games. I do prefer Mystery Dungeon, but I do like Shadows. It's just, I feel like a lot of game series do that where it's like, okay, you can go work on the side game because like you have a lot of passion for this, and then just completely snuff. Like they just completely snub these people. Like it's so unfortunate when it comes to series like this. We can't stay here, Summer. Let's get ready really quickly so we can get going again. Okay, so this kind of looks like Craggle, was it Craggle Cave or something? Check storage. Oh, I have all my stuff. Okay, well, let's actually not take anything yet because I just want to see what we're doing. I am gonna save really fast, or I'm gonna press no. Would you like to save? Yes, I would like to save. And then we're gonna go in. We're gonna take a look around, see what's going on, and then we'll decide if I need to bring anything out of storage. I remember watching Pokemon Dash when it came out, but never looked interesting to me at the time. I had a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game growing up. It was technically my brother's. What did I have? Did I have Red Rescue Team? I did. I had Red Rescue Team growing up. And at the time, I wasn't interested in it because I was like 8 years old and I didn't care. And then like I wanted to play real Pokemon with like real, putting like quotation marks around the word real. I wanted to play real Pokemon like really badly, and so like I set it off to the side because I didn't want to play it because I wanted to play a regular Pokemon game, and I ended up just never looking back to it. And I feel really bad for doing that, honestly. That's our Grumpig. Grumpigs are dark type. Ooh. I'm trying to think, and a Skarmory. I'm trying to think of like what other like Pokemon games I had growing up. I didn't have very many because I didn't really get into Pokemon until I was like a teenager. Because I was a shitty little brat when I was a kid, and I thought that Pokemon was for boys, you know, like I was one of those little brats that was just like, oh, I don't want to play Pokemon because Pokemon's for boys and I'm not a boy. And so I genuinely didn't get into Pokemon until I was like significantly older, because I think it was my older brother was really super into Pokemon and I wanted to know more about it, but I didn't want to admit that I had like any interest in it, and so I just didn't play it. I finally caved when I was about 11 or 12. And I asked my parents for a Pokemon game, and I got I got black. I got Pokemon White. My brother got black. Because that way my parents they didn't have to worry about us fighting over the game, and since there were 2 copies, both of us were able to get one. And so that was my first Pokemon game. I played Pokemon White. But we had a friend that was really super into Pokemon growing up, and he had Pokepark, actually. He had Pokepark for the Wii, and whenever we would go over, it was always on his, like, screen, because he'd always been, like, playing it before we came over. He was, like, obsessed with the game. And so I remember, like, that was my real first, like, true exposure to Pokemon was through that. And then, as I got older, I actually remember how I got my very first Pokemon cards. I was in 8th grade. I was 13? I was 13, and I was in a math class. I was in math class, and there was this guy that came into my math class. I don't even remember his name anymore, but he didn't want his Pokemon cards anymore, and so he was walking around, like, table to table going, hey, I have a binder of Pokemon cards that I don't want anymore, and I want to sell them. Is anybody interested? And at the time, I had, like, a passing interest in Pokemon still, and so I'm like, I'll take them. And so I asked him how much he wanted for them, and he told me, like, $20, and that was what my allowance was. Like, I had, like, saved it, and so I, like, gave him my allowance, like, the next day, and he gave me the binder of Pokemon cards that he had. He had, like, I don't know, 200 cards or something in that binder. And a bunch of them were, like, older cards. They're not, like, first-gen cards or anything, but, like, some of them were older cards. And so I got my very first Pokemon cards in a trade. Or I guess I bought them. That's not really a trade. I bought them off some kid in my math class in 8th grade. I feel like everybody has, like, a story. It's like, oh, my very first, like, Pokemon card was this, or, like, my first Yu-Gi-Oh card was this. I have a Yu-Gi-Oh card, but I don't have a first Pokemon card because my first Pokemon card was the entire binder that I bought off some kid in my math class. My first Yu-Gi-Oh card was a Harpy Lady. It was a Harpy Lady, and the only reason that I remember really specifically was I asked for a Harpy Lady was because I thought that, Mai from the anime, I thought she was so cool. I thought Mai was so cool growing up, and so I really wanted to have her deck, but we didn't have enough of the cards to be able to, like, make her deck properly, and so my brother looked around his collection and he gave me my Never Won a Cannon Duel. I know, but I still thought she was cool. So I wanted her like deck, and so my brother went looking through all of his cards and he found me his only Harpy Lady, and he gave me his Harpy Lady. So my very first my very first Yu-Gi-Oh card was a Harpy Lady because of that. I lost my Pokewalker. She looked cool, but was cool. I don't know. I thought she was cool. Looking back on it now, she was a horrible role model for me. Because she is not a good person. But, like, I don't know. I really liked her. I thought she was super cool, and I wanted her deck really bad, and so I asked for a Harpy Lady card. A little while later, he gave me... I actually didn't have a proper deck growing up. A little while after that, my brother gave me... I think he had a... She joins the group, or she joins the bad guys. Sometimes, but like later in the later seasons, she actually works with the main cast. But the only reason I know that is because I own the entire series. But like, anyway, after I got that Harpy Lady card, my brother gave me his favorite card at the time was the Dark Magician, because it was every little kid's favorite card, because it was Dark Magician. So my brother was like, oh, we can match, and so he gave me his Dark Magician girl. He gave me his Dark Magician girl card. And so we had matching Dark Magician cards. Because I had the girl and he had the base. The base Dark Magician, so. Oh, I can't go through him. We're gonna die. We're going to die. Do I have anything in my bag? I have 2 boxes that I can't use, which is great, so we're gonna lose those. I can do this. So I don't have to, like, worry about dying. I still really like the Dark Magician, but my favorite art is still the original one. Did they change the art? What do you mean? What do you mean the art is still the original one? Did they change the art of the Dark Magician card? Does it not look this? Oh my god, please answer me. I need to know. There's a multiple card arts for it? I didn't know that. I always knew it as like the old school one from like the 90s. I haven't kept up with like Yu-Gi-Oh since I was like a kid, so like things have severely changed in Yu-Gi-Oh since I've been around. Like, you want to know what rules that I still play with, because I am that behind in Yu-Gi-Oh rules. I still play with Battle City rules, which was like the early 2000s. It was when they had first started introducing sacrificing. It was when they had first started introducing like sacrificing to get really high level cards out onto the field. I never learned how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's fine. It's so complicated now. It's like really weirdly complicated now. If I wanted to, I have the is it Duel Masters? No, what is it? I have the it's called like Legacy Duelist or something. It's like the story. You can play through all of the story battles from the original 90s show. I have that for Switch, and if I really wanted to, I could drag you guys into a Yu-Gi-Oh day, but like I don't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. I don't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, and it like teaches you, but like it's so, and like it'll yell at you if you try to do something that you can't actually do, but like trying to think if this is worth keeping. To show you. Woo! I tried to have a friend tried to show me when I was in high school because she was really super into Yu-Gi-Oh. She like tried to show me how to play, and I was trying to like follow along with her, and she was not only was she just a really bad teacher, but it was also just there were so many rules that I wasn't used to anymore. She ended up actually making me a deck that I still have. The problem is that when she handed it to me, she was like, yeah, like half of these cards are considered banned, so you can't bring this to like an event or anything. And I'm like, why would you make me a deck where half the cards are considered banned? I have no idea if this is what I want to keep. Okay, I should. That's really wholesome. To be honest, they ban half the cards in every single box. Yeah, so like it was probably like inevitable. I don't even know if like it's because you like the art. She made me the deck originally because she really wanted somebody to play with her, and so I like tried. The issue was that I didn't know how to use the deck that she gave me. She gave me a deck that it was like all cutesy things because like I thought I watched her play once and I was like, oh, those look so cute. And like I would like point out her cards, and they were like they were really super cute, and they were all like based on like stuffed animals. Like all the cards were like based off of like toys and stuffed animals and things like that. And so she made me a deck based off of like that stuff. I feel like I remember her using the word pendulum, but I have no idea what that means, so don't ask. And I'm not entirely sure if it applies to the deck she made me. most of the classic Pot of Greed, most of the classic cards are banned. I know that Pot of Greed is. I know that Pot of Greed has been banned for like years and years, and I think it's so stupid. Because I feel like there are like way worse cards out there than Pot of Greed. But because like, I don't know. Maybe I just don't understand how Yu-Gi-Oh works enough to be able to say that Pot of Greed should be banned. But like, it just seems like such an innocuous card to ban. The whole can of worms. Oh, Pendulum? Yeah. She tried to explain it to me once because she was using a team that was like using that, but I could not keep up. Oh, let's see if this does anything. Oh, well, it did something. Think of it this way, that most cards that I like Pot of Greed requires you to exile 10 cards from your deck now. Oh, wow. That's such a huge penalty. Why? Oh, I didn't see it there. Thank you. Let me put my feet down on the floor. It probably would help me back anyway if I had my... Because drawing 2 cards for free was broken. But, like, it just doesn't feel broken to me because you can do the same thing in Pokemon. You can draw 2 cards in Pokemon and it doesn't break the game. What makes it so special about Yu-Gi-Oh! And besides, it's not like... Are you just allowed to continuously play Pot of Greed or something? Just add a rule saying you can't play Pot of Greed more than, like, once in a turn and then leave it at that. I don't get it. Or, like, add on to the card, like, ban the old card that says, hey, you can use Pot of Greed whenever you want. And then, like, put in a stipulation that's like, oh, you can only play this once per turn or something like that. Because you can do it in Magic the Gathering. Yeah, you can do it in Magic and you can do it in Pokemon. I know that you can do it in Pokemon. I don't know. Maybe I just don't understand maybe I just don't understand Yu-Gi-Oh anymore enough to be able to tell you why Pot of Greed is still banned. However, the video of the VR guy, like, just screaming out Pot of Greed, like, over and over, like, I summon Pot of Greed, like, that video, like, will never fail to not make me laugh really hard. Card games are just confusing. They are confusing. I love card games, but, like, trying to learn multiple card games in a row is so hard. I really like the Final Fantasy card game, actually. Which I only know, like, 2 people IRL that actually, like, play it. I know... and it's because I made them play it. I made them play it with me so that I could... So that I would have people to play with. And they like it. It's just that, I tried going... I did end up actually going to a tournament for, I ended up going to a tournament for the Final Fantasy card game. I got kind of... mopped. They literally just tore through me. And I actually ended up learning quite a bit about the game here, but like I've determined that I'm not a competitive card game player. I'm just not that kind of person. I would rather play casually with my friends and laugh about it rather than like sit at a card table with like a bunch of people I don't know and like being a stickler about like rules. Like when I say that, I mean, like, I actually didn't know that there were certain rules that were in play when I was playing that had completely ruined my deck, actually, because I didn't know them. Because the way that they teach you the Final Fantasy games is really super confusing. There is no guide for it, and so you have to just read the instructions and interpret it yourself. The players literally say, if it says it on the card, just do it. Because the card... That's why I like Magic. Funny you say that, because the Final Fantasy card game is literally just, like, low-key Magic. Like, the people that created the Final Fantasy card game were, like, creators. Like, they were like, card designers or something for Magic that took the rule set of Magic and then just, like, simplified it. Because when people start you with Final Fantasy, they're just like, do you know how to play Magic? And if you say no, then they're like, okay, and then they'll like try to tell you the rules. But it's literally, it plays the same as Magic from what I understand, with like a few things different. Because it's intended, it was described to me as baby's first Magic. because it's a simplified version. Yeah. No, funny you say that's why I like Magic is because it's essentially the same card game. It's the same card game with like some rule changes. So the long and short of why Pot of Greed is OP is not because it lets you draw 2 cards. It's OP because Pot of Greed doesn't have a cost. It's completely, I don't know how to say that word. Anathema to good game. I'm assuming you meant it's a complete antithesis to good game balance because it's a literal free action that you should always take advantage of. Oh. So it has nothing to do with the card's effect itself. It's just because you don't have to do anything to be able to use it. If you're not using Pot of Greed, you're playing the game ineffectively. I don't know. I could show people how to play the Final Fantasy card game on stream. I think they have an online, like... It's essentially a deck tester. Like, you're not playing against other people or anything. It's a deck tester. But, like, I could show you guys the website or something. Just be like, hey, we're gonna have fun, and I'm gonna show you this cool card game that I like. It's also significantly cheaper than Magic, and it's about the same as Pokemon or so. Hey, guess what? It's Magic, but you don't have to pay $10 a pack. And you get to look at the pretty Final Fantasy characters. Cries in Magic. I think my local card shop sells the packs for Final Fantasy. Oh god, is it... Do they do 4? No, they always run them 3 for 10, I think. They always have a sale going on with them. But I'm pretty sure that individually they're supposed to be I think they're like $4 a pack or something. They fluctuated at one point where it was like, it originally was like $3.50 a pack, and then they went up to like $4.50 a pack. So they kind of like go anywhere between $3.50 to $4.50 depending on like when you're going in, because of like inflation, but also because like rises and falls in like interest of the game because of like when new packs come out and things like that. So like they'll kind of fluctuate the prices anywhere between those two things. But like, yeah, $3.50 to $4.50 a pack. And then, like, if you want an entire box, they'll sell you an entire box for, like, I think $110. And then there's a different card shop near me that will sell you 500 of the cards for $20. Because those boxes are intended for deck building. So it's not going to have anything, like, really super expensive in it. It's going to be mostly commons and maybe and some rares and things like that. But they're intended to help people build decks. They're not intended to be, like, I don't know, just used. They're always, like, they're nicely sorted, and they're cheap as hell for people that are trying to get a lot of cards all at once for deck building, so. $20 for 500 cards. But that's at a different shop. Could that be the exit over there? Let's go check it. Dang, that's a high follower count. Oh shit! My I was changing it. I didn't Thank you for pointing that out. I was changing it to be a 7 and I accidentally got rid of my dash. Pardon me. There we go. Dude, I wish I had 350,000 followers. That'd be so funny. Congrats on 357. So it gets all the followers. I'm almost to 360. I'm almost to 360. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I hit 360. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I ever hit 500. Why is there an X now? There you go. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I ever hit. Soon you'll be on Xbox. I I don't know what I'm gonna do if I ever hit like 5. I don't know if I ever will, honestly. If I hit 500. I'm probably not gonna be anywhere close to 500 until like maybe next year, like December. I guess the goal is to hit 500 by December of next year. Did we gain some distance over the Sableye? The new model boost could happen. I don't know, because my model's gonna be so different, and I have this feeling like it's gonna be such a weird shock to everybody because it looks so different. But my model is gonna be ready in 6 days, so you're gonna have to like it. It sounds really interesting. I'm getting a new model, and the delivery date is in 6 days, so I will have to keep an eye on that. But it's currently in the process of being rigged. There's water there. Yeah, it's in the process of being rigged at the moment, and so I have to set up a whole like model debut sometime in the next week or two. I'm gonna need like a day or two just to get all my binds put back onto it, because the worst thing about getting a new model is that you have to rebind everything. That's what happened when I got this model re-rigged, because this is technically considered a different model because the rigging is different. And so I had to redo every single one of my hotkeys. I couldn't just transfer them over. And so I had to do that. It's time to start advertising on all my social media. I don't know how to social media. I don't know how. My friends just post whatever comes to mind. And I'm like, I don't know what comes to mind. As soon as I had this issue when I first started my Twitter account, that I would stare at my phone for like 15 minutes trying to figure out what I wanted to tweet. And then I would close the app, and then I would open it back up, and then I would sit there for another 15 minutes trying to figure out what I wanted to tweet. My friends just post whatever you're thinking. And I'm like, but I'm not thinking anything, because as soon as I open the compose tweet button, I go completely brainless. And then I used to use it to announce all of my streams, and when I would start my stream, but that got really super something ENB. I would use those ones, but I don't know, I didn't get a whole lot of engagement that way. But also when I would post on Twitter, I basically only used I used it as an advertisement for hey, my stream is starting, because I didn't know what else to fucking say. And so I still don't know what to say. And so I want to post on Twitter. I do. I just don't know what to tell people. Waterfall. Water's not flowing at all. The gushing water is totally suspended in space. Is Grovyle right after all? Time really stopped in the future? Why did Dusknor bring us here? Just post shower thoughts? I don't have any stupid shower thoughts, I don't think. The most I could do is just post my Star Rail progress, but that just seems boring. Or I could just post pictures of whatever I'm doing on whatever game I'm playing on my Switch that day. But it feels like at that point I should just be a vlogger or whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna start posting on Twitter, and I'm gonna hear about it in the Discord, and just good tweet, Summer. You're doing so good, and then patting me on the head. Cat pics are in demand. The issue is that I have to be really super careful about what cat pics that I post, because I don't want people seeing anything in the background that could possibly expose where I live. Vlogging is fine. You would be shocked at how many massive Japanese streamer accounts just post their gacha rolls. I don't have the money to post my gacha rolls. I would have to post my builds, and then people would just come into my comment section, and they'd just be like, but that's not a very good build, because you should be using these relics. And it's oh, leave me alone, you weirdos. They also do that. I don't know what to believe anymore. If only there was a way to finding out the truth. Oh, I know. There is a way of getting at the truth. Your dimensional scream. Use your dimensional scream, Summer. Touch the frozen water. Who knows? Maybe you'll see something. Oh, I understand. That's true. Worth a try. Touching that frozen water might give us clues about what's happening to us. We shouldn't waste any time. Those Sableye will catch up to us. Let's do this quickly. Summer touched the frozen spray of water. How's it going, Summer? Can you see anything? No. Not sensing anything. No, huh? Well, that's just... It would have been reassuring if we begin to understand what's happening. We didn't learn anything at all. Spend a lot of time here. If we don't hurry, those Sableye will catch up to us. Let's get ready to go, Summer. Another thing, so it's just like, another thing was like, oh, I could like post my cute nails or something like that, because I get my nails done like every couple of weeks or something. And I was like, oh, I could do like that. It's just like kind of something just to post. But the problem is that my friend like really super scared me when I first started streaming. He's like, whatever you do, you can't post photos from your don't post IRL photos. Don't post by IRL photos, and do not do it. Don't do it. And I was like, why? And he's because there's like data on pictures apparently, and people can like track where your pictures came from. Like they can like, I don't know, like it's like a geo data or something that's on pictures. So like if you post a picture somewhere, people can figure out where you posted it from just by like triangulation. No, not like indoor pictures, like and like tracking the movement of the sun or whatever. I'm talking about like they have like geo data on them to where they can like they know where they were taken. So, like, I have an iPhone, right? And so, like, my iPhone can specifically figure out that I took photos when I went to Las Vegas. And so it created its own folder of, like, oh, look at your photos from Vegas. And so it knows where I was taking photos. And he was like, you can't post IRL photos. You can't do it. People can find out where you live based on your photos just by checking their, like, geodata or whatever he was calling it. And so, like, I get really worried about that. I get really worried about posting, like, IRL pictures because of that. I don't know how true it is. I think it has some level of like it's true, but like I don't know if it's like genuinely as serious as he thinks it is. I don't know. Consider a VPN. I don't think it helps with your. Also, I can't afford a VPN. Do you understand how expensive those things are? But it's a VPN doesn't change your photos location. It only changes where your internet location is. Secondary, consider none of your followers I sought are psychotic enough to try and find you. You see, you say that now, but like consider in the future, I guess. I don't know. I feel like there would be a lot more doxing going on if that were the case. That's what I thought too, but he was like super serious. And he was especially worried about Discord. He was especially worried about Discord. Because I think the first time that I like sent a picture to the Discord of like something that I was doing that day or something like that. I don't even remember what I was doing. I think I sent a picture of my nails or something. And he texted me. He's like, hey, you really shouldn't post photos like that because of the geodata. And then he like went into this huge speech about it. And so I get really nervous whenever I post IRL photos, not because of triangulation where people can like look at the moon and the sun and figure out that I live on the earth. Like it's like those crazy people that can like look at like plane trails in the sky to figure out like exactly what location you're in at all times. It's like I don't think I have any like super I don't know if genius is the word. I don't know if I have any super stalkers that like can figure that out, but like I don't know. He's like he was like super like I guess he just scared me. He scared me pretty bad about like people are gonna find you if you post pictures, if you post any kind of IRL picture. I don't know. I follow a lot of really big VTubers and they that post IRL pics a lot. No, I guess I'm worried. I could if I wanted to, but like, I should, because I guess it's like, I could just be like, oh, this is what I did today. I really want to show people the new emotes that I've been working on, but those are a surprise. I want to show people the new emotes, but I can't. I think your friend is cherry picking the worst examples. Well, they don't care enough then. Most likely my friend is cherry picking the worst examples. I know that it was done with the intention of like looking out for me, but it ended up just really scaring me. I lost my train of thought. Oh my god, I lost my train of thought. No! How paranoia spreads. I know. Oh, I was talking about the emotes. I've been working on emotes. Because, like, my new model looks so different, and so I realized that I was going to have to update all of my emotes because my skin tone changed, my eye color changed, my outfit changed, and so, like, all of the emotes that look like me are no longer going to be representative of what I actually look like, and so I had to pick emotes that were going away. Just checked. There is a way in settings to have picture not include geodata. There? God, my brother is texting me asking me how the cat is treating me. I'm not home. Do I have a picture of him from today that I can send him? Don't. Shit. He has text. It was like 2 hours ago. So like we're just gonna pretend I didn't see it. We're just gonna pretend I didn't see it. But no, I've been the last couple of days in between working on like a lot of my tenuous sleep. God, no, he knows I don't sleep early. But, I've been, oh my god, how many do I have done? I have 10? I think I have 10 done. 10 of the 16 that I'm doing. I'm almost done. I've already picked out which emotes are leaving. So the Twitch emotes are going to be changing here pretty soon. Quite a few of them are either going to be replaced or are going away. I'm trying to figure out if I need to like make an announcement in the Discord going, "Hey, just so you know, these emotes are going away." Because the thing is there's the ones that are going away are going to still be available in the Discord. They're just not going to be available on Twitch. And then there are just ones that are going to be revamped. They're not going away. They're just going to be redone. Yes. I should announce which emotes are leaving. That is one of them. I am going to finish that. That one is actually going to be to be finished. I think there's another one that's bald as well that is also going to be replaced. There was like 2 or 3 of them that were just, I left incompleted and I just never finished them that I'm gonna redo. Keep it incomplete, but match the skin tone. I don't know. I feel like I should announce which ones are leaving. It just kind of feels polite, you know? Unfortunately, some of the sharks are going to be replaced. Here. Ones are the ones that are going to be replaced. It's this one, This one, this one, this one. If I remember right, I think these are the... Oh, wait. This one. And this one. These ones are going to be replaced. All of those sharks. No, on the shark knife. I promise there's going to be a new knife. There's a new knife. It's being replaced, not like completely removed. The only one that's being completely like removed is going to be the Riz one and the boss one. Those ones are just going to be like completely rid of. The other ones are just being replaced. I have the like the picture that I took of my like back end of like where all my emotes are. I'll just like, and then I like marked off which ones are going away. So I guess I'll just post that. Ooh, I am dying. Not wish to die. Go away. No. Would you like to send out for rescue? No, I would not. Well, what were we at? Like level 8? We got pretty far. That much farther. However, I do need to keep an eye on the time. I eventually have to head back to my brother's house, and he lives like a good distance away, and so it's gonna take me like half an hour to drive out there. And the streets around his house can get kind of dangerous, like the later it gets. Be a little curious. Here, I am going to really fast. I think I have that picture on my phone. I will post the photo of the emotes that are being replaced. Here we go. I haven't decided on 2 of them. There might be 2 more, I just haven't picked them yet. What did I lose out of my pack? My boxes. Wait. I, surprisingly enough, got to keep these. A stay away orb warps enemies away, warps enemies to the stairway. Why would I want to warp the enemy to the stairway? That's just gonna cause problems for me later. Actually, do I have any orange berries in storage? Oh, I do. I have a few. Take 2. We should be good. Okay. Ready. Whew. I did not even see them. Whirlpool? The move failed! Oh, it's because I'm confused. All ghost type in here. Well, except for Onyx, who just happens to be here, I guess. Also, I'm super mad that Tackle is working because Tackle is a normal type move, and I'm like 100% sure that normal type moves cannot hit ghost types. So I'm getting a little confused. Wait a second, you're right. Did you not notice that? Because I was like looking at it earlier and I realized that I had hit one with a Tackle, and I'm like, Tackle's a normal type move and that's a ghost type. It shouldn't be able to hit that. Like this one. This is a Miss Magius, right? See, I'm almost dying. I don't want to be near Miss Magius. I don't want to be near Miss Magius. Okay. I'm dying. Never mind. We're gonna not do that. Near me. It's a glass score. I don't want to deal with you. We're leaving. Here, Ghastly. We'll use it on Ghastly. Come here, Ghastly. Okay. Tackle. Normal physical. It shouldn't be able to hit. I understand that they kind of bend the rules a tiny bit when it comes to like mystery dungeon games of what moves can and can't hit things, so that way people aren't like in a dungeon stuck with like a team that nobody can do any damage to an enemy or something, but like it still makes me upset. If they can float through the walls, then I shouldn't be able to hit them with a punch. No. Back to floor 6. I immediately went into a dead end. Ooh, big open room, but nothing. Oh my god! Use Grovyle from across the room? Hey, you should join my team. So that way, I don't have to deal with that. Be nice. Excuse me, sir. You should not do that. Kidding me. Should not do that. Got a heal seed. What does a heal seed even do? It's like, I'm pretty sure the heal seeds are for like status conditions. Okay. Ooh. I brought a reviver seed with me, like, just in case, but I'm still, like... Oh, I missed. don't like this situation, but I'm like looking at the time and I realize, okay, so I've been staying over at my brother's house, right? And I've been watching TV. My brother has a Roku, and I've just been like, as background sound, I've been just playing whatever's on, and like on their like weird live TV like station things. And they have a like, it's called the Game Show channel or something like that. And so like things like I don't know, Minute to Win It and like America Says and like things like that. Like just like game shows, you know? Trivia shows, game shows, things like that. And one of the shows that they play or at right about this time is Baggage. For those of you that are aware of what Baggage is, you know what the show is. However, for those of you that are not aware of what Baggage is, it's this like it's an American game show, dating show thing from like 2010 that the contestants like they have 3 suitcases, and inside all of the suitcases is like a red flag about themselves, with the exception of the person that's like looking for a date. It's only the people that are like there to be the ones that are getting or that they're trying to get onto the date with. I forgot about that show. It's the person who's like looking for a date only has 1 suitcase, but then like the actual like contestants like trying to win the date have 3. And I am not. Actually, that's not true. I was gonna say I'm not usually one for trash TV. That's not true at all. I like things like Paternity Court and like Judge Judy and things like that. Whenever I'm looking for the heck with Jerry Springer, yes, and Jerry Springer hosts the show, and I like those stupid daytime TV shows that just they make for wonderful background sound. But that one comes on at like 10 o'clock at night on the Game Show channel, and I was watching it with like a passing interest until like this one lady is like looking for a date, and she's like the dude's so like didn't have the biggest red flags for like the small suitcase, so I wasn't super interested. It wasn't till the second suitcase like got revealed that I'm like, oh, hold on, what's going on here? One of the dudes that I watched the episode of had his middle suitcase said that he collects underwear from his exes. Like he keeps a piece of underwear from all of his exes. And that was what had caught my attention, like in the background, and like I wasn't even paying attention to the show until I heard that, and I like looked up and I almost like physically gasped when I heard that, because I was like, whoa, that's ew. Oh, that's a deal breaker for me, Mr. Springer. And so I was like now watching in like complete horror. And she had narrowed it down to like these 2 guys, and one of them was like fucking panty stealer over here. And the second guy that was up against the guy that kept his ex-girlfriend's underwear, he the second guy, his second suitcase said that he lives with his grandma. It's like, I live with my 84-year-old grandma or something is like what it said. And I was like, okay, maybe he's like just taking care of his grandma or something. If she's 84, maybe she just can't take care of herself, and so she lives with him or something like that, so he can take care of her. I was like, that doesn't seem like a huge red flag to me, but like maybe that would be a deal breaker for some people. But then the third suitcases come through, and the guy who lives with his grandma, his third big suit, I don't remember the first cases where the third suitcase says that he's like $150,000 in debt or something like that, and that he has no job. And then the other guy, oh my god, what did it say? I texted my friend, hold on, I don't remember what it said. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. I don't remember what it said. But it was like the guy that he's like $150,000 in debt and he doesn't have a job. And I don't remember what the other guy's red flag was, but it was just like something kind of like still gross. But the reason why the guy that was that lived with his grandma was $150,000 in debt was because he just went to law school. He had just like finished law school, and so he hadn't gotten a job at a law firm yet, so he didn't have a job, but he just passed his bar. And so he was a lawyer that just lived with his 84-year-old grandma. I don't know. That seems like a perfectly reasonable person to me, or maybe I'm just not picky. But like, I watched her pick the guy that keeps his ex's underwear over the lawyer because she didn't want to take on his debt, which, like, I get that. I get not wanting to take on the responsibility of another person's debt, but, like, if you're dating them, their debt's not your problem. But at the same time, you went on a date with a man who, on television, openly admitted to keeping his ex-girlfriend, the multiple girlfriends, multiple exes' underwear over the man who said he was a lawyer. Have I blown into crazy town? Like, what's going on here? Am I crazy? Am I crazy and I just don't understand? Like, the lawyer was actually, like, pretty handsome too, so, like, I don't know if she just caught a vibe off of him or something. But, like, I could not believe it. I abandoned what I was doing. I abandoned what I was paying attention to at the time to watch this train wreck of an episode. What did I return to? Me complaining about a game show that I watched while I've been cat sitting. Of a man who, of like a dating show kind of thing that's hosted by Jerry Springer, and where, like, you're increasingly, like, your dates are revealing, like, red flags about themselves, and you have to determine whether you're willing to deal with those red flags. And I watched a woman pick a guy that admitted on TV to keeping his ex-girlfriend's underwear over a lawyer. A lawyer who lives with his grandma. Like, I don't know, like, what planet I'm living on where, like, the first guy was apparently a catch, but I would like to move planets, please. Can I just get in the spaceship and leave? Marcos doesn't even know what to say. I felt like I was watching some, like, a dystopian, like, dating show. Pretty face over good mental health, always and forever. I don't know, because the lawyer was pretty. I thought the lawyer was more handsome than the underwear stealer. But that could just be me. I don't know. I don't know. There's what I've been doing for the show always comes on at 10 o'clock, so, like, that's what reminded me, was because I looked over at the time, and the show always runs for, like, I think it's, like, 2 hours. They run, like, 4 episodes at 10 o'clock, so they run from 10 to midnight. Where do the networks find these people? I don't know. They applied for the show, I would imagine. And it's a Jerry Springer. I'm sure he just called up people that had been on his show before and said, hey, do you want to try to get a date? No? Too bad. The other one that, like, keeps coming up is, like, it's called, like, Common Knowledge or something, where it's, like, it actually kind of seems like a semi-decent show to try to go on to, because all of the questions are literally super easy. Like, one of the questions was, like, how do you get wax out of carpet? Like, that was literally, like, one of the questions. It was like, what is the recommended way to get wax out of your carpet? Like, I know the answer. I don't know if you guys know the answer, but, like, I know the answer. what you're supposed to do is you get like a paper towel and you put a paper towel over top of the spot that the wax is on, and then you get like an iron or something really hot and you stick it on top of the paper towel. That's maybe not an iron because of the paper towel, but you're supposed to stick something warm over top of it to like melt the wax that's in your carpet, and then it goes up into your paper towel and you can like remove it easier. That's like the recommended way to get wax out of your carpet. Like another one of the questions was like, what world landmark has a giant glass pyramid as its centerpiece or something like that? Which I know the answer to that because it's like super easy. Also, all of the questions are multiple choice, by the way, so you don't even need to know the answer until like the final round. Until they do like the bonus round or something like that, in which you need to like write the answer, but that's usually I think only done when they have to like a tie or something. But it's all like it's literally, the show is called Common Knowledge and all of the questions are super easy, and it's like the only game show that I think I would be like, maybe I could go on to a game show for trivia. There's also another one that's like, it's called America Says, but it's just discount, like, it's discount Family Feud. It's just discount Family Feud. I miss trivia shows. Cash Cab used to be big. I've heard of Cash Cab, but I don't think I actually have seen it. My family really likes trivia game shows because my dad is like, so my dad has a photographic memory, and so like, my dad really likes trivia stuff because my dad's a very analytical person, and so he just really likes to like think and learn and like, I don't know. My dad's just a very like intellectual, like analytical person, and so game shows where you like have to like complete tasks are not his deal. He likes trivia shows. And so Netflix had a whole bunch of them for a while, and so we were watching those with my dad. But they took them off, and so now we don't have anywhere to watch them. And like we've been trying to like find new ones for my dad to watch, and we can't find any. And like they have Jeopardy on Netflix, but like we've already seen all the episodes and they like refuse to update it. Would you leave us alone, you asshole? You need to get your dad one of those shows. Oh, on one of those shows? I feel like my dad would really like to be on like Jeopardy or something like that. But the thing is that Jeopardy's questions have become so obscure because I feel like they've run out of questions. They've become like so hyper specific or like obscure that it's like most people wouldn't know those kinds of things. So as much as I would love to see my dad on like Jeopardy or something like that, he couldn't. Because they're so hyper specific. They're so hyper specific now. My mom would really like to be on Wheel of Fortune. My mom is an English major, and so I think one of her biggest regrets in life is that she never did anything with her degree. Like, I think she wanted to be a writer and then just never did anything, like just never wrote anything. And so I think she's always kind of like regretted that she never did it. But my mom really likes the Wheel of Fortune. So like my mom needs to go on Wheel of Fortune, and then my dad needs to go on Common Knowledge because my dad would smoke everybody. Ooh. Hey chatters, you are gonna have to deal with this dude. What is it doing? There we go. It was killing us is what it's doing. Oh, I was like, but it's over there. No, it's not. It's right here. Set up a set to counter. No. Okay. Never mind. I don't know. If you guys were to go on like a game show of like any kind, what game show do you want to go on to? Like, do you want to go on to like Wheel of Fortune? Do you want to go on to Family Feud? Like, what game show do you want to go to? I think if I were to have like one for myself, even though I don't think that I could win it or anything of the sort, I always really liked Minute to Win It as a kid, and so I think I would be on like Minute to Win It. Deal or No Deal. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, another one that they've been playing a lot on this channel is called Catch 21, which I'm like 100% sure is like my friend's kryptonite, because you have to answer trivia questions while also playing blackjack. Maybe not a game show, but wiping out in American Ninja Warrior would be funny. I would also probably, even though I know I literally wouldn't even make it past like maybe the second hurdle or whatever, I would also probably go on to like American Ninja Warrior, like, I don't know, just to say that I had been on it or something. Or if they did like a charity event or something where just like, hey, you want to come run the course for charity? $20 to run the course for charity. And I'd be like, here, have my money. I guess, you know what, like on the same vein as like American Ninja Warrior, it's called like Wipeout or something. As long as I'm not getting just like absolutely blasted with mud, Wipeout would probably be kind of fun. Like, as long as I'm like falling into water and not mud. Because they always, not because I like have a problem with mud, but it's just because every time that I see them absolutely just covered in it, I'm just like, they're never getting that out of their hair. Like, the clothes that they wore are never going to see the light of day again after this like outing to wipe out. Hell's Kitchen would also be funny. I would cry. I feel like if I went into Hell's Kitchen, I wanted to be a chef at one point in my life, right? I am the kind of person that if Gordon Ramsay like looked at me and like said anything mean, I would probably curl up in a ball and cry. Because the thing is, I know that he's not an asshole all the time. Because it's like, I've seen clips of him like being genuinely really nice to people, and he actually is like a decent person. But getting yelled at him in Hell's Kitchen would probably like, I would die. I would like dig myself a little hole in the freezer and like die. Have you ever watched a clip of him with kids when he's really— Yes, I have. I've actually seen comparison videos where they're just like, this is Gordon Ramsay with children, and this is Gordon Ramsay with adults, and they're like two totally different vibes. He's like being genuinely really nice and supportive with the kids, and then he's like screaming. He's like screaming at the adults. Rain is a secret Jack Atlas? Ooh. Oh my god, is that somebody important? I don't know who that is. I'm so sorry. I might actually know who that is, and I just don't recognize their name. Yu-Gi-Oh character? Jack Atlas. Oh, do you mean the American guy? No, that's not his name, was it? Is that his name? Wait. Oh my god, who is he? I don't remember. I feel so stupid. Is it who I think it is? Oh, it's not. Oh, no wonder I don't know who this is. He's from 5D. I never watched 5D. I only ever seen the original. I didn't watch any of like the shows after the original one. He has a British accent in the dub. I was like, I couldn't figure out Jack out. I was like, oh my god. I felt like I was going crazy. I mixed him up. I thought you were referring to the American guy from the original series. And I don't remember his name, but it was something really stupid, like, really, like... It was like a pun of some kind, if I remember right. American guy. What was your name? Bandit Keith. I mixed him up for Bandit Keith. I remember him having a stupid name, and I couldn't remember what it was. It's because it was supposed to be a Bandit Keith. Yes, I was trying. He was like stealing things from people, and so people were they were very on the nose with his name. I thought you guys were referring to him for a second. I'm like, no. I've never heard of Jack Atlas. I didn't watch any of the other series. I feel kind of bad because I'm sure they're like really good. I'm sure the other like Yu-Gi-Oh shows are really good, but the only one that I ever watched was the original. Are you all the way back there? No. GX is still my favorite. When did GX come out? I think I had been too old for it by that point. Like I wasn't interested in it anymore, I don't think. That, and I was like the kind of person where I was like a diehard original Yu-Gi-Oh fan, and so when they like changed it for the new series, I rejected it super hard. I didn't want anything to do with it. The second generation, that's what I thought. I didn't want anything to do with like the newer series because I was like, no, my Yu-Gi-Oh has Yu-Gi in it. And I was like super mad about it, and so I didn't want to watch it. I was like, I don't know, I was like, I guess an elitist. I was like a Yu-Gi-Oh like original show elitist. I actually have kind of like a story about the original show. So when I was really little, oh god, how old would I have been? 8? When I was like 8 or 9, the original show was in its 4th season. For those of you that remember the 4th season, that was Noah. That was like Seto's like AI brother that like trapped them in like in like a video game world, essentially. The second time, not the first, non-canon. But it was like the fourth scene when they were trapped in like a video game again, and the Forgotten Ark. So that was airing at the time. That was like that's for the context of what was going on in the show at the time of this. When I was really little, my mom used to take me to get my nails painted when she would go get pedicures because she didn't want to leave me at home alone. So she figured it was like bonding time. So we would go to the nail salon a little bit down the road, and the ladies would paint my nails pink. And while I was waiting for my mom to have her pedicure and her nails done, the ladies would always put Yu-Gi-Oh! It was on channel GX or something like that, or like, I don't know, it was like, it was GX, I don't know, it was the channel that had the big X mascot, and I don't remember what it was. I never remember the name of the channel, but it was like the X mascot kind of like channel. They'd always put that channel onto the TV whenever they would see me come in, because they knew I was going to be waiting around for a while, and so they would put Jetix. Yes, that's it, Jetix. They would put that channel on for me when I was there, and it was always playing Yu-Gi-Oh! At the time that we would go in, it was always playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And so that's how I like would watch the later seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh! Until I got like disc versions of them later on. Is when I went to the nail salon with my mom, I would watch Yu-Gi-Oh! On the screen because the ladies would always change the channel to Yu-Gi-Oh! For me. Now, and then like when I got into high school, because I looked at my parents one year and I was just like, I want the entire series of Yu-Gi-Oh! And they were like, what do you mean you want the entire series of Yu-Gi-Oh! And so I like sent them like links, and I was like, for Christmas, I don't care what else you get. They're like $15 a piece. There are 6 seasons and I already own the first, or 5 seasons and I already own the first one. I want the rest of the seasons. Here is the links. This is the only thing I want. And so they got me all of the Yu-Gi-Oh seasons that I never saw because we didn't have Jetix, and so I didn't get to watch it while it was on the air. And so I've seen the entire series. I've seen the entire series, but I didn't get to watch the whole series until I was a little bit older. So I would watch like scattered episodes here and there that weren't from the first season because I have a really, really old box set from when I was from like before the first movie came out. I think it was like either before or just after the first Yu-Gi-Oh movie came out. And so like all the discs are super cool. They're super pretty. They've got all the characters printed on them. They're all colorful, and they've got like their favorite card like behind them. I'll take a picture of it. Like for those of you that don't care. But so I have like my first season over here, and then I have like the other matching seasons behind it, and then it's just their weird cousin that's like older than them just in the front. It doesn't match because like the box sets that I have are supposed to like you set them together and they create an image on the side so that they create like one big image together. I don't have the first season from this specific like box set line because I had the first season already. So it's just the four nice neat ones and then this beat up box set from like 2004. Maybe not 2000, actually no, yeah, probably like 2003 or 4 or something. Anyway, we've climbed a long ways up.
Wow, look at that, Summer. Oh, there's light. It's true. The future really is a world of darkness. Cluster of lights. It's beautiful, but lights. But the stockade. Hey, Summer. Great Dusknor has saved us more than once. He taught us many things too. That's why I really looked up to Dusknor. Dusknor deceiving us? Even after all this? I still can't believe it. I don't know what to believe anymore. I'm feeling all jumbled up. Letters. What should we do now? We ever stop running? How do we go back to our own world?
How big your collection is? My personal collection's pretty large, but I've got nothing on my whole family. We basically, if we can buy it in a physical format, we will buy it in a physical format.
Everyone at the guild. I wonder how they're doing. The way we disappeared, are they worried about us? Wigglytuff, Chatot, Bidoof, and everyone else? I wonder if they're doing well. Miss the guild. I want to see everyone. Chatters is feeling pretty down. It's only natural. Happened so far. Also hard to believe. I'm scared, too. But I can't give up now. If we don't keep going, those Sableye will catch us. We've got to do something to cheer Chatters up. But words of support seem like false comfort right now. There was something I could say. Something that would offer a glimmer of hope. There was hope. Work towards it. Be anything. Just need to think of something. Oh? What is it?
Let's go find Grovyle.
What? You want to go after Grovyle?
I want to ask him something.
Want to ask him something? Oh, I get it. Grovyle went to our world from here the first time, so Grovyle should know how to travel to our world, but... Isn't Grovyle a bad Pokemon?
come to our world to steal the time gears? Am I supposed to trust anything he says? What about you, Summer? You trust him? We kind of don't have a choice. We have to trust him. Well, I can't trust him. A Pokemon like that? Never. There's no way that I can trust him. There's just no way, but I understand. I don't know why, but Gastor wants to get rid of us. That seems like the only other Pokemon we know here in the future. Only leaves Grovyle. We don't have any choice. We have to pin our hopes on Grovyle. Well then? Okay. Okay, Summer. Track down Grovyle. Let's meet with Grovyle and ask him how to get back to our world. Matters! Let's go, Summer. Let's go after Grovyle. Hey, Summer. Thank you. You tried to cheer me up because I was feeling down. No, you should be just as scared as I am, Summer. I'm sorry. Even though I have my closest and most precious friend with me. Worried all alone. I almost gave up alone. In fact, I'm not alone. I won't give up anymore. Because you're by my side. I can be brave, Summer. I'm gonna be fine now. So let's keep going. Let's get back to our world. Together. Are we right back where we started? Since Grovyle left, it's been one straight shot without a branching path. So, Grovyle should be ahead of us. Let's go. Let's catch up with Grovyle. We are right back where we started. I'm not interact with this? Oh, I was pressing that button. Let's go ahead and save while I have a chance. Trying to decide if I want to go in now. What? Because I need to get going at some point so that I'm not getting back to the apartment by midnight. I might have to call it here. Because I have to get back to the apartment tomorrow, or not tomorrow. I have to get back to the apartment before tomorrow. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go for the night. This was a little shorter than I wanted it to be, but I have half an hour. I have to drive like half an hour to get to my brother's apartment. And I have school in the morning. Getting the cat to settle is gonna take me till good business, everyone. It's gonna be like 11:30 by the time that I get back to my brother's house, and then getting the cat to settle down is gonna be a nightmare. So, but it's just one more night, and then I can go back to sleep in my own bed. Okay. I gotta go. I am not here tomorrow. I have my Bunko Club tomorrow. I will be back on Wednesday. We are doing a full day stream on Wednesday. We are doing, we're doing the entire DL6 case in one go. Because, for Phoenix Wright, we've moved it from Saturday to Wednesday, so that way we can do that one case, all day. Basically. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Should I save it for Saturday, or should I wait? Or should I just do it on Wednesday? Because I wouldn't start until 1 on Wednesday, but on Saturday I could start like early. I had it like planned for Wednesday, but now I'm not sure. It's like it's the last case in the game, so like I want it to kind of be like all in one go. It's such a long case. Oh no, maybe I should Saturday so they can start earlier. Mm. I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to be here tomorrow, though. So I guess I will see you on Wednesday for whatever I decide if I ever figure it out. Because I'm going to have to figure it out soon. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good night, good day, whatever it is for you. I need to go take a thing for my back right now. It hurts so bad. But I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.
Like a hand reaching for a handle, but to find that it was never there. Candidly, I can't handle knowing that it's all up in the air. I thought the world ended in March until I heard the doorbell ring. Can't keep from falling apart, but I'll glue back everything again. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. This can't be the end of all that summer had to say. What little time has gone away. I'll glue it all back anyway. I'll glue it all back anyway. Like the wing of a sparrow or a plane drops down a couple feet again to catch the wind that still remains, but I'm left breathless anyway. I thought the world ended in March until I heard the doorbell ring. Just me here standing in the dark, but I'll light up everything again.